All right. So, hi, good evening, Win. All right. So, welcome to our class, our compensation class for this evening. Before we proceed to the lesson, can I ask how are you tonight?
Mm. Um, I guess sick.
Oh, you're sick
Yes.
too. Last night I am not very well too, as we talk about it. That's why we decided to move it. All right. So anyway, is it because of the weather too?
Mm. Sometimes it is rainy and sunny.
So it makes you
Yes.
feel uncomfortable.
So I guess sick.
Yeah. So you take vitamins, okay? Because the weather will get us sick. I agree with you. All right. So anyway, so I'm still glad that you were able to join our class even you're not feeling so good for tonight, and I'm sorry to hear that. Okay? So
Yes.
anyway, in here we are going to continue what we're discussing. All right. So as you know, when we talk about habitual actions, when you say habitual, it's like routinary. It's something that is always happening. It's like daily routine. So in here, like everyday activities. Like in here, when we talk about people, interest, and activities, it's like the summary of people's hobbies. All right. And then with this one, of course, you know it already when we talk about lick, right? The calendar. So as what I've told you last meeting, Miss Cha is going to teach you two ways on how to say the date. All right.
Yeah.
So that is the discussion topic that I promised to you last time. So in here, first, all right, let's review the days of the week. All right, of course, with this one. Mm. So, can you name all the 7 days of the week? What are those? Can you pronounce them correctly?
Mm. Monday.
All right,
Yes. Tuesday. Wednesday.
all right.
Thursday
Next,
and Friday.
next,
Saturday
and
and Sunday.
all right. So with this one, so very good. So for this is the 7 days of the week. You are right. So with this one, also when you write them, like for example, you're going to write them in a paper, in formal writing, you can write them in short form, okay? But only if you are, for example, writing a letter, you can write it on top in short form, okay? Like
Mm.
this. Don't forget the period, okay? So that, all right, the reader will
One.
understand the period, this one, the dot. So
Oh,
so Monday, okay? So that one. So
short
that's
form. Short form has point.
it's like short form.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, but if you are writing a paragraph, if you are writing long sentences, you don't do it. Sometimes you just do it when, informal kind of activity. You can write it this way. And anyway, these are the commonly used phrases when we talk about the days of the week. We have homnai, which is
Today,
today. All right. Tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and
yesterday.
yesterday, right? Homkwa. So when you talk about it as the activity that I always did with the kids, all right, you could say today is, all right, tomorrow will be, right? Of course, in
Mm.
future tense, and then yesterday was,
Was
right? So for example, can you tell me what's the day today? Today is,
today is Monday.
all right, tomorrow,
Tomorrow, tomorrow will be
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
and then
Yesterday was
was.
Sunday.
Right. Okay. So of course in here you could also you could see that the tense of the sentence changes along with the time expression. Right. Today, which is right now, tomorrow meaning something that will happen, and then yesterday meaning something that it's already done, right? So the tenses
mm,
also adjust. Also um, with this one too, we need to talk about this also. When we talk about here, these are also helpful phrases when we talk about the days of the week. We have here the weekdays, referring into this, the 5 days from
I do.
Monday, all right, from Monday to Friday. And again, for this, some people call also this one as school days, all
Mm,
right, because we go to school from Monday to Friday, right? So school days are weekdays, and then of course we have the weekend. All right, sorry, it should be weekend. The weekend referring into 2 days.
today.
Saturday, yes, Saturday and Sunday. All right. So when you talk about the days of the week, these are the only things you need to remember. All right. When remember today, tomorrow, yesterday, weekdays, weekends, of course, the 7 days, and also their short form. All right. So
Mm,
these are the things to remember. Okay. Are we clear with this one?
yes.
Roy. All right. So this is
Yeah.
for the next one. Now, so now we are now going to focus more into how to say the date in English. So it says in here, please read.
Mm. For this, in spoken English, we always use ordinal number for the day.
All right. Are you familiar with ordinal number?
Ordinal number.
All right.
No.
So with this one, all right. So give me a second. I'll just ask my with this. Ordinal number is actually it's two. Let me just explain this for you quickly. All right. So in here, when we talk about the numbers, we have cardinal. All right. Cardinal and ordinal. Miss Cha, what do you mean by that? If I'm not
Oh,
mistaken, ordinal is so two two. Am I right? So two two.
ordinal number
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 3.
That is cardinal. That is the counting number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
Yeah. The ordinal numbers, all right. First,
first,
yes, Roy.
second. Yeah.
That's it. All right, that's it. So with cardinal, again, they are called counting numbers and they tell us about a quantity. It answers the question, how many, right? In cardinal, how many brothers have you got? I have got two brothers, right? You respond with cardinal numbers. On the other hand, in
Yes.
ordinal numbers, it gives you mm, the level sometimes or the stages. I
Before,
live I live
after, before.
yes, I live on the 10th floor. All right. I won second place, right? It gives you the rank or the place. And you also use this for the date. Okay. So as for example, we say 4th of July. We don't say 4th of July. Okay.
Yes.
So with this one, so these are the ordinal numbers. So let's focus on from numbers 1 to 31 because that's the days in 1 month, right? We have 31 days as maximum in a calendar. So can you read the following from 1st to 31st? I'm going to listen. What are the phrases? What are the words that we need to correct? Can you read it for me?
Mm.
The
First,
words, okay. I'm just going to reply
yes.
to my TA. Please read.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 12 teacher, 12
With this one, I've heard this one. How do you pronounce this word?
12,
12th. 12th. This
yes,
one is
mm,
13th. 13th.
13th,
Yeah, 13th. Make sure that the th is heard, okay? 13th.
yes, 14th,
Mm.
15th, 16th, 17th, mm,
18th.
18th, 19th, 20th,
This
what?
one this one is 20, yeah. 20th.
20th,
Yeah. It's like
yes,
the IE sounds like yeah. 20th. 20th.
yes,
30th. Okay, yeah. 20th. 30th. Okay, continue.
20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th,
20,
30th,
29th. 29th. 30,
oh,
yeah. 30th.
29th, 30th, 30th,
Yeah. Yet. 30th.
30th,
Yeah. And then
and 31st.
Roy. So with this one, as you could see, this is the way. All right. On the left side of it, you can see how you write them in digits or how you write them in number. So first, when before I talk about this, please take a look of the words that has the red marker. All right. Please have a look in the red highlighted words that we had. So take a look at with this one. In here, what are the highlighted words? So we have first, second, third, fifth, eighth, ninth, 12th, 20th,
Hmm,
21st. All right. They are the highlighted. Can you see them? All right.
yes.
So in here, um the thing that you need to remember in here, they are highlighted because if you're going to notice the words that are not highlighted, they are easy to make them in ordinal. Teacher, what do you mean by that? Notice that you just add th, the spelling stays the same, right? How do you spell 17?
Hmm,
Correct. 18, 19. All right. So these are the numbers that you are just adding th, and then the spelling is stays the same, right? 11, 13, 14, right? If you make them in cardinal number, the spelling is the same. But take a look at this one. This is not one. Instead, it becomes first,
yes.
right? The same with, we don't say fivet. This is, it becomes fifth.
Okay.
We don't say 12th, we say 12th. So these are the spellings, or these are the words that suffer in spelling, meaning they are irregular. In case of 5 and 12, right? So with this, so we have 5 and 12, right? What happened into 5 and 12? If you're going to notice, both of them ends in ve, 5, right? Take a look. So 5, and then the other one is 12. All right. Take note with this one. Both of them ends with VE. Can you see that? So what happened?
We change
Yeah.
F,
Yes. What happened there is you are right. We changed them to F, and then you add TH. All right.
yes.
So that's how you simply change them. On the other hand, on the case of 8, all right, we just add H, right? On number 8, add
8,
H. Add H. In case of 9, all right, we remove E. right? We
Mm.
remove E. Because how do you spell nine? It's Nine, right? What happened is you remove E and then you add TH. It becomes ninth. All right.
Yes.
On the case of on the other hand, on the case of this one, 20th and 30th. So change Y to IE. Right? So 20, all right, it changed what to IE and add TH. It becomes 20th, 30th. All right. Also, take note with this one, whenever they are already in two digits, how you write them in words, they are being separated with a hyphen. 20 hyphen first, 20 hyphen second. This is how you write them in words. Okay?
Happy.
Hyphen. A dash. A dash. All right? You're separating them with a dash. All right?
Oh.
And then the other thing, so these are the spelling rules, okay? The one that I explained, the spelling rules. So the change of this one, the VE, the change of VE to F and add TH, we remove adding H, removing E and add TH, changing Y to IE and add TH. All right, for words, for number words in two digits, we separate them with the dash in words. Now, there is also another rule that doesn't apply to this one. Mm, they forgot to highlight this. All right. So also with this, anything that ends with one, we add ST, right? First. In second, any number that ends with number two, we add ND. For third,
Mm.
any numbers that ends with 3, we add RD, third. But that's not always the case. There are also three numbers that doesn't follow the rule. These numbers. It becomes
Oh.
11th, right? It becomes
And
12th
first,
and 13th, right? We don't say 12 first. We don't say 11 first, right? So these three numbers are the only one, 2, 3 that doesn't follow ST, ND, and RD. You are adding TH to the end of them. Okay? All right.
yes.
So don't worry, I'll be sending this to you also so you can analyze also alone and you can get what I mean. All right. So I as what we explained a while ago, for dates in spoken English, we always use the ordinal number. All right. We don't say this one as our introduction. And then with this one, there are two ways of saying the date in English. So the first one in written English, meaning the form of writing, you just in American English, you write the month and the day. So March 7. So in here, take note, we read that as March 7th. All right. Even if the TH isn't written, an ordinal number is still said. Okay. On the other hand, on the British way, it's the day and the month. I think this is the Vietnamese way too, right? Day and month. All right. So this one, the 7th of March. Okay. So for example, the day today. So let's say it in American way. The day today is American way. It's June
Mm.
26th.
So,
All right. And then British, the
26th
the
June.
26th of June. All right. Correct. So that's it. So again, in here, sometimes you write it, but sometimes they just write that way. But the way you say it, you're still saying the TH. All right. So in here, so meaning we should be very careful when it comes into telling the date or writing the date, because for every country they follow different rule. Okay, so in here, like American, month, day, year, the same in Philippines. This is the way we write. But I think
mm,
the same with the British English, this is the Vietnamese way too. They, month, and year. Correct?
yes.
Ah, yeah. So this one. So you need to be very careful with analyzing. Because with this one, for example, I ask you, what day is this?
Mm, third, third, third of May.
All right.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Mm.
This is what I'm saying. The question that you're going to say is, teacher, what kind of date are we
Huh?
talking to? Teacher, is that American or British? Because they have different form, right? American, month, day, British, day, month. All right. So American, month, and day, British, day, and month. So with this one, it could be mistaken as uh, March, with this one, March 5, 2018. Or British way, I could read this as 3rd of May, 2018,
Oh, yes.
right? So the question is, when someone asks you a date like this, the first question you need to answer is, what kind of date are we referring to? Are you referring to the American way or the British way? Because they have the different pattern, right? So in here, March 5, 2018, month, day, and year. Unlike in British way, 3rd of May 2018. Big difference, right? So the question is, you need to ask, what form of date are we what form of date are you referring to? American or British English? Okay? Because they are quite difficult to analyze. All right. So also, you are familiar with this already. When you talk about how about, the question is this one. Maybe you're wondering, Miss Cha, how about if I'm going to do it in a form of writing, and I don't want my reader to get confused. The safest way is to write the month in words. Okay? The safest way is to write them in words, the month, so that there's no confusion between American or British way. So just write them. Okay? So this one, what I have in here is um, the short form, the same with the days of the week. You can write them in short form. So January, February, March, April, May, June. This one is July, not Julie. All right. July, August, September, October, November, December. And of course, the days and the months always start with capital letters because they are considered proper names. All right. Always write them in capital letter, the days of the week and the months of the year. So with this one, now, so in here, let's talk about how do we say this in the year. All right. Now we've done discussing the ordinal number. We are done discussing the month. Let's talk about the year. Please read the rule. Years are,
Yeah. Normally divided into the past. 1984.
all right. So with this one, some English speakers doesn't want to read it, doesn't to read it on that way because for them, teacher, it's hard to say in English. So the magic word is, if the word happened for a very long time, you can just put an imaginary line in between of two digits.
Hmm.
1984, right? Like this one, please read. The first
and
one.
66,
Yeah. Excuse me. 1066.
1652,
All right.
1941,
And then, of course, we have
2017,
2017. All right. Or right now, you could say 2023. All right. The year right now is 2023. But mm, actually, there's an exemption. But first, I'll be telling you the meaning of these phrases. Maybe you're going to find this in some other context. Where is it? Where did I put it? Uh, Okay. So in here, yeah, the abbreviated, usually written words. You might find this when you're studying history. This one. So we have the praise, especially these are the decades. When you say the decades, 50, 60 by 10, right? 70. When you talk about the decades, simply you are adding s. For example, teacher, my parents were born in the 1970s, right? We're adding s to the decades, right? So now, how about with this one? With this one, BC, this one, have you seen these digits? These letters. It means before Christ, very long time before Christ. AD. Um, this is Anno. What is it again? Ado Domini. All right. Ado Domini. All right. Ado
I
Domini.
don't know.
American translation meaning Anno Domini. This is Latin word.
Hmm. Hmm.
Translates as in the year of the Lord. All right. So maybe you could say these are the dates commonly for history, meaning happen for a very long time. For example, way back before the dinosaurs are tend to be found the year, for example, 70 AD, like that one. So AD stands for the year of the Lord, meaning it happened for the very long time. Do you get it? In history. BC, when we talk about this, like for example, referring into the pyramids were found in 17 BC, like that one. Have you seen those letters in history? So this is the translation. BC, it means before
Oh,
Christ. AD is the year of the
70 AD,
yes.
70, 70 AD, the same 1970.
Yes, with this one. For example, you could say,
Yes, 70.
teacher, I like the 70s. All right. So
Hmm.
meaning you
Yes.
are referring into the 1970. Okay? So the
My
ending.
father is 70s.
Oh, yeah, you could say that.
Yes.
All right. Then you could say my father is 70s, and I was born on the 20s. All right? So 20s. This is the modern generation. So with this one, teacher. So you could say teacher, I was born in 2000. What is your birthday? What year?
Railroad,
Your birthday. Your year, are you born in
24, 20
2014?
railroad, 4.
2004. This one?
Yes.
All right. So you could say, teacher, I was born in 2000s. All right. 2000s. Okay?
Hmm.
All right. So because when you say sorry to confuse you. When you say 20s, you are referring into 1920, right? So this one you could say 2000s. 2000s. 2001, 2002, 3, 4, so on and so forth. up to the present, 2023. All right. So also with this one win, all right, there is an exemption. What is the exemption? Please read.
For the year 2000, you say the year 2000. For the years 2001, 2010, and
Yes, correct.
we normally say 2000 and blood number.
Yes. So meaning, this way around, we don't say 2010. No, from numbers 2000 to 2010, you're going to read them in full form, not in cutting them in half. So we say 2001, 2002, 2003. You read them in full form. Okay? From starting from 2000 until to 2010. 2001, 2002, and 3 and 4. All right. So you say, teacher, I was born in 2004. Okay. You don't say 2004. You don't say that. Okay. So remember 2000 to 2010, but starting from 2011 to present, you can cut them in half already. 2011, 2012, 2013, okay, except for 2000 to 2010. All right. So also, when you are asking about the date, all right, you should also say this correctly. Because when you say this one, if I ask, when, what's the day today? Or what day is it today? So normally, the people will respond with the days of the week. Like, teacher, today it's Monday, right? But how about if you are referring to the date? So you can answer or ask them in three ways. All right. The first question you could say,
What date is this?
what day is it? All right. Or,
Hmm, What is the date today?
all right. And lastly,
What is Tuesday date?
yeah, what is today's date? So these are the three questions that you need to say if you want to know what is the date today. All right. For example, we could say, today it's the 26th. It's 26th of June. All right. It's June 26th. All right. The date is, normally you start by saying it is, the date is, or today is. So these are uh, the beginning or helpful phrases that you can use if you are referring into the date. Okay, now moving into here. All right. Now we're going to the activity now. Okay. All right. Let's give it a try. This one first. Let's review. Mm, this one. Ordinal numbers we have. How do you say this in ordinal? Very easy.
Hmm, And
20.
hmm,
This
what?
one is
Tenth.
10. Yeah, correct. This one,
Yes. Fourth.
4,
14th.
14th. Okay.
17th.
17th. Roy, this one,
19th.
9. This one, 19th.
22nd.
22nd. Next,
24.
24th.
Yeah.
Next,
26.
26th. Next,
28.
28th. Roy. Now, in here,
Yes.
look and write the dates. All right. So, in here, we are going to use the pattern of British English. All right. The pattern that we're going to use is the day, the month,
Okay.
and the year, right? So here we have the example. It's the 4th of September 2013. How do you read this one? The second one. Can you give it a try?
Mm,
It's
is
the,
21st
you say it's the
is the 21st of March
mut. First one.
or
It 21st of.
mm, January
All right.
mm, 2001.
Roy, very good. Long word. This one. Next one.
20
It's
is
the
the 22
20
is the
ordinal
22nd
22nd of.
of March
All right. Divided into half.
1998.
1998. Roy, next one. What's
Mm,
the date?
31st
It's
is in the
the
31st
of.
of November
Correct.
1987
Absolutely. Next.
is the fif- 15 15 of
15th of.
June
Yes.
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Right. Next. This one.
Is the 5th of August
Roy.
2008.
Correct.
Is the 1st of February
February. February.
8 February 1854
Good job. Last one.
is the 20, 20 of April
Roy.
1968.
All right, that's it. You got it all correct. Good job. Okay, you followed
Yes.
the rules. Good job. Follow it starts with the British ways. Always start with it's the ordinal number of and then the month and then you tell the year. Always remember when we talk about the year, we always cut them in half to make them easier, except from the years 2000 until 2010. We say them in long words. All right? So 2011 to 2023, you can cut them also in half. Okay? Roy? All
Yes.
right. Job well done. Don't worry, I'll be sending you copy of this so you can remember them. Okay, moving into the last one, last part of the activity for this evening. All right. So here, as what we are discussing, how to write and say the date in English. So here, um, you could also say directly the instead of saying it's the 14th of September. You could say the 14th of September, 1971. American way, September the 14th, 1971. Take note of the pattern. Month, day, month, year, month, day, year, in American English. You know it already. Days are always said in ordinal numbers. Months and the days of the week always start with a capital letter. Capital. When you see this word capital letter meaning uppercase, big letter. Okay?
Yes.
And this one, years are you? Yeah, we said it already. From 2000 to 2010, rules to follow. We already know that one. How about you help me? American or British?
Mm, West,
British, right?
Western. Yes.
Next.
Đấy. West.
British. Mm.
Yes. American and American. West.
British. And then this one.
Yes. And American.
This one is my birthday is on American. Okay. Good. How about the next one?
British.
This one is British. Correct. Next.
American.
All right. On July 4th. So in here, also sometimes when you're going to say, like for example, Miss Cha, my birthday is easy to remember. My birthday is the Vietnamese Women's Day. What is it? October what? Vietnamese Women's Day.
Mm, eight. Eight.
Is it
Eight
8?
of March.
The Women's Day in Vietnam? Really? I thought it's October.
Yes.
Really? Why when I was
Eight.
in I
Eight
thought
March.
is it different? Is it different from location? Why in Ving City October 20th is the Women's Day?
Việt Nam Women Days.
Yeah. No? This is not
Oh, um, 20,
20th of October.
20 October. Yes.
Yeah. So all my everyone, I mean everyone that is related to me, my Vietnamese boss, my Vietnamese teachers, co-teachers, students, they always remember my birthday because that is Women's Day in Vietnam. Is that really October 20th?
Yes.
Ah, yeah,
Correct.
okay. All right. So that's my birthday. So if I'm going to say the month only,
Birthday.
my birthday, October 20.
Oh,
So with this one, if you're going to say the month, like for example, when my birthday is in October. So you're going to use the preposition in if you're going to say the month only. Now, if you're going to say the month and then the day, all right, referring into the ordinal number, so you're going to change it with on. It now becomes when my birthday is on 20th of October. This is British way. Or American way, my birthday when it's on October 20th. All right. Notice how they are different from one another. The preposition in, if you're just going to say the month, we use the preposition on if you're going to say the date or the day plus the month. All right. On and in. So how can you say your birthday? Give it a try. My
hmm.
birthday is in
My birthday in 28th of March.
oh in. We're using the in. So you could say my birthday
Yes.
is in month
Oh,
only in March.
March
Yes. And then on is used when
and on 28th of March.
28th of March, or you could say on March 28th. Roy?
Yes.
All right. So sadly, we don't have much time. We're going to continue this for next meeting. I'll be sending you after class. What we're going to do for next meeting, which is Wednesday, we're going to have listening activity, and then you're going to say these dates. Take note, American and British. I'll be sending you this so you can prepare in advance. Roy?
Yes.
All right. So thank you for joining our class for this evening. That's going to be all for this evening. Tambiet and have a good night. Goodbye, Wen.
I